Don't I get around? Yeah, I'm in the lakes. That was Black Comb over there in the distance. Let me turn this light off. Black Comb over there, over my right shoulder. And I'm at Silecroft. Yeah, it's not just the Yorkshire coast for me. I travel about. To be fair, I wish I'd brought me bloody mackerel rod because this water is crystal clear. I don't know what I'm going to catch today, if I catch at all. I've only got squid, black lug and prawn in an ice box with loads of ice packs, because me and the wife are living in the van for 2 or 3 days. Well, nights. Absolutely blowing a gale, big swells on the Yorkshire coast. I'm on holiday from school. I've done all my hours, done all my work, did it all last week. I was absolutely knackered, so that we could come here for a few days and get away from it all. And what a beautiful place, look at that. The water's crystal clear, there's no colour in it. I don't know what that means on this side of the coast, I'm still learning. Water's very shallow, we've only got a 6.3 metre tide, something like that. It is Monday, the 6th of June. Like I say, I've just got some water in my bucket. Like I say, the Holderness coast has got huge swells building today and tomorrow. Forecast rain, I believe. Whether it does or not, I don't know. I was going down to Norfolk for 2 or 3 days, but it was 1.2 metre, 1.3 metre swells down there and rain both days. I checked the weather here and it said it's sunny Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. And true to word from the Met Office, thank you very much, it is bloody gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. If you clicked on this now, consider subscribing if you will. If you don't, thank you very much for the view. And yeah, we're at Silecroft. Yes, I've caught here many times. I've had a turbot, weaver fish, a bass, and a bass. Bloody hell, what a word. And I caught a toop here last year in my last video with Shane. So yeah, let's do some fishing really. I haven't blanked for a long time. I'm expecting it today. But you can only try, can't you? There's a fisherman over there, so obviously it don't matter if it's a smallish tide. I think tides go up to just over 8 metres here, so a 6 metre one I presume is quite low. And the tides are falling as well. But it's great, it's just great to be here. I'm gonna have to put me green hat on because I'm ginger and I don't want a sunburn, even though I've got factor 50 on. So yeah, there's Black Comb in the distance. My van's down there, the wife's walking around the van, don't know what she's up to. There's toilets as well in this car park, so if you're caught short you can go to the toilet. Not much parking space though, it's absolutely rammed, so I wouldn't keep coming down there. I wouldn't come fish this beach, it's absolutely rammed as you can see. There's people, loads of people down there, and as you can see there's 150 people down there. Not good, not good. Anyhow, water's clear. I don't know what that means. It's only a few inch deeps at the front, but hopefully it'll get a bit deeper. I'm going to launch that out, or do a cast anyhow. When I get back to the shoreline, when the water's up there, I don't think I'll be off the ground casting because it is huge cobbles again. But we've got a channel here which runs round out to sea, and right there on the beach where I'm going to end up fishing is a great big holler. So hopefully the fish will come up this channel, go up there and have a nosy. You never know. So that's why I'm here. That's why I've picked this spot. Normally I fish down there, and I have fished where that chap is fishing actually. So caught the bass there, and down there I've caught a turbot, a weaver fish and a toop. So we'll try it in the middle. See you in a bit. Forgot I was recording. Not bad for first cast. Wasn't perfect. Yeah, I haven't fished for a week now, so I mean that's normal. But I haven't been doing any practicing this week. That's the issue, because I come back from Wales and I was absolutely buggered. And then I had such a hectic week at work. I had an office to paint, furniture to put together, cupboards to put up, take down, put up, strip, decorate, and I've had a huge bloody carpet to fit, which took me 2 days. And I was absolutely knackered. Come Friday, buggered. So it's Saturday, Sunday. Sunday we come here and drove. Done no practicing, so I'm chuffed about that one. Even though it was a poor cast, and I still hadn't, I know what I'm doing wrong now. I had a light bulb moment with Alan, briefly on casting. Is I looked in my last video, which was the last one up, which would have been the one where I caught absolutely loads of fish, never been heard of before on the Holderness coast. And I put the camera in just the right place for my casting, and I actually saw what I was doing wrong. And when I explained it, saying to Alan, I got this light bulb moment, he went, well, I've been telling you that, but I just didn't understand. It's hard. It's really great getting coached over the phone, really great being shown, but some things don't twig in your head until you see it and you think, oh bloody hell. So now I know. So Alan explained it to me, I understood it, I saw it, and it all made sense. So once I get a few casts in today off this beach, hopefully things will improve. If it don't do it here or at my next mark, which will be tomorrow, it'll be the next time on the Holderness coast. Like I say, I only cast when I'm fishing. It's the only time I can really practice, apart from having some casts later in the day and do a bit of practicing then. So yeah, hopefully, it's weird, you finally think that you understand and you're getting there, and then you realise I'm doing this wrong, and you learn something else. There's always something to learn with casting, but it's just getting your head round it, understand it, and then making the moves. So I understand it more now. Really, I should be here and do 10 practice casts. I don't know where the wife's going, because she was coming down onto the beach and now she's going back. So yeah, it's great. It's fantastic learning to cast. It's fantastic being here today fishing as well. I mean, look at this weather. Absolutely glorious on this beach here today. Look, absolutely fantastic. One person fishing, not big tides. He knows something I don't. We've got a full squid out there. Full squid wrapped up on a single clip down rig. And yeah, it's gone out far enough. Look at that. There you go. So that's out far enough to catch a fish, even though it's shallow. But the water is crystal clear. I nearly brought my bass rod down there. I've got a Shakespeare Agility bass rod, and that's good enough for me. But I've got a crap reel, so you know what's going to happen, don't you? Going to have to get a new reel. But what I'm going to do is I'm on a little bit of a slope coming down. As soon as that water's over, which it started to, it's going to just shoot down there. So I'm going to take my gear on the next clean bit of sand past this water, because it'll just come in and fill down behind me. So nothing to worry about, nothing major. Let's hope for a fish, because at the minute I haven't blanked ever. It's been blank free, been catching, been doing some good catching as well. The next video you've got from here, which will be this Wednesday, will be the boat trip. I had a fantastic day on the boat. It was so pleasurable to meet Andrew, fish on the boat, meet Jamie, Daniel, Steve and John, and the skipper of the Sea Leopard. Man off few words. But yeah, no, it was fantastic. It was enjoyable. Totally different learning curve for me. I mean, the size of them fish, you try and handle them gently and they're just all over the place. When they move, you're buggered. I tried to stop this conger from coming back in the boat with my hip, and I was covered in slime, but the fish went out. But yeah, totally different. So yeah, if anybody saw how I handled the fish and didn't approve to it, well, you go boat fishing for the first time and give it your best shot, because it's certainly all new and a learning curve, I'll tell you. But yeah, great day had, and the next day. And thank you for that cool box, Andrew. It's in my van now, full of ice packs with my baiting, and some bacon, milk, yogurts. I'll bring you back in a bit. Wife is coming back. She must have forgot something. She probably got that now. I ain't got a clue what she's got. She's probably got a deck chair. That'll be it, so she's got the right one. See you in a bit. Need a fish, wouldn't it? Be nice of a catch. Would be nice of a catch. I can't remember last time I blanked.
That's it, you jinxed it now.
I need to put some stuff on my ankle down my Achilles. It's banging away. We picked the right end of this country, haven't we? It's just as far to Ayr as it is to Norfolk, isn't it? So
You'll speak to Mark and he'll say it's like 28 degrees.
Are you gonna film me and be my camera woman, or what?
Well, it depends how much effort that puts in, but no, I doubt it.
No, right, okay. You did get prompted with me then, did you? Good, because I don't need no wife of mine bloody having to look after me on the camera. I'll tell you, I can do it all. Man of many tricks, me.
Even managed to cook breakfast this morning.
Even cook breakfast. I can film myself, fish, get stressed out. I can do the lot. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be up there today. Looks about -2 up there.
Yeah, I bet it's bloody freezing.
Now that wind's coming from Airdon. Blowing this way. It's meant to be blowing off the land, but it's blowing.
Well,
is that northwest?
There is
Northwestish.
a bit of land down there.
What?
There is a bit of land down there.
Yeah. Oh, my ankle. Can we look at getting some shades that click on it? I don't want to look like an absolute old goon.
I've seen them on Gogglebox. Some old boy, that old boy
I don't
on
watch.
there.
We don't watch Gogglebox. Now, why do you watch Gogglebox?
He has glasses, and on top he's got sunglasses that he just goes like that, and they just stick on.
No, I don't want to stick on. I want the ones
like
that flick.
magnet ones.
I want the flick up, click on ones.
God, you look right.
Well, I can't see. I know what to do. Dozy prat, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're just on the crest of this sandbank there, and this water's coming in. Well, it's coming probably about 15 metres in 5 minutes. Wife's now going to commit Harry-Carry and drown herself, which that'll save me cooking in the van, give me a bit more room as well. I've got a bait out there now, quite a way. Water's coming in. I would say the first 20-30 metres of that water's very shallow at the minute. It ain't gonna get deep until we get up on the beach. So I'm anticipating that there'll be a period of time as slack as what it is now. So there's not going to be a lot happening. I'm hoping there is. I might actually, when I get the second rod up, which I'll do when I get this side of this channel, so I'm back into safety and it's a straight walk to the beach, I'm going to put some small hooks on, because I've caught a turbot on this beach, get a flatty on this beach. We're just going to try and get whatever we can get. It's an ad hoc day. It isn't. We've picked it today here because of the weather conditions. That doesn't mean that it's perfect conditions for fishing. So I've got to scratch out something and get something. I do not want to leave this beach with a blank, but if it happens, it happens. But second rod will go up. It'll get chucked in these gullies, down this gully here when the tide comes in enough into this gully, and we'll be fishing for whatever's about. Perfect day today for rays, I'd say, but I don't know if rays like clear water. If they don't, should have come here last night, shouldn't I, and fished night time. Tides are wrong though. High tide today is at 4:45. That's at Whitehaven, so it'll be a bit, I don't know if it's sooner or after here, but it's irrelevant, we're here to fish.
Remember when we were kids and we used to get all the little jellyfish?
That was in Norfolk, wasn't it? They probably ain't got jellyfish up there. Do you know what I mean? They have them great big jellyfish up there, don't they?
Right,
You remember them great big things,
yeah,
like a dinner plate?
Up.
Yeah, no. Well, they can have them little round.
You used to find them everywhere, didn't you?
Well, that was in Norfolk, down. You know, we're like 300 miles away from Norfolk. Yeah, so in a minute I'm going to move back. There's going to be a bit of a slack period. I can get my gear ready for the next rod. Small baits, squid and black lug and squid. And then make up another bait. I've got prawns. And I've got a fishing trip tomorrow where I've always wanted to fish. I ain't been fussed about fishing it. I have fished it once before but not filmed it. So yeah, we'll try it again tomorrow. No, well that's because it's near that water, so it's still wet, but they're under here, protected, look. If you weren't cast
Yeah,
there.
you've got a couple of little dollops.
All the worms mainly at Bootle gone.
Well, they all do their fatty.
It's just a bit of beat. Yeah, plonker. Can't say that, even though it's true. Sorry, Tom.
You made it sound as though, oh, we must all go to Bootle.
Why is it you marry a girl that you love, don't you? And they just turn into idiots, don't they?
That's because they've married an idiot in the first place.
Ah, so it's rubbed off then,
Yeah,
has it?
it's rubbed off.
Yeah.
Idiot.
No, I'm not an idiot. Who cooked the bacon this morning?
You had to clean up after you.
Who had to jump out of the van so you could have a wee in the bush?
Who let you? Let you do these things. Just to improve yourself.
So that over there is black comb. We've walked up that.
Yeah.
Started off a red hot sunny day. We got sunburned. By the time we got to the top, we'd forgot our gloves and regretted it because it was so cold at the top. My hands, and everyone else's, but mine, I can only talk about mine, I was getting pins and needles. I've never had my fingers so cold in my life to get pins and needles.
Was that in
But
August?
no, it was in February. But that was the best week. We were sunburnt all week, weren't we? It was like a summer's week, weren't it? Apart from that one day up there, and we picked the highest fell we went up.
Well, funny enough, the week came down pretty quick and got warmer pretty sharp.
Yeah, we did, yeah. Right, I'm going to have to move back because look, the water is coming in. He's going to get the tractor now, that chap, get his boot back. Say we walk back 40 yards, there's 50, 60 yards on there. I'm casting, when they get past that gold band, now I'm casting well over 150, 160 yards. Gotta be because that, what that holds on there. So. Yeah, the boot. And there's a tractor up there, a trailer on it. I saw these tracks earlier, that's why I've kept to the right where these tracks are. And the tractor's now going to drive out there because they're only in a few feet of water. Anyhow, Alan, I tried that cast, put it down, had my arms a bit lower and hit it out there. No bait flew off, so I was chuffed with that. And but it went to left. It's only a second cast, I haven't been practicing. My foot is killing me. I've now got to put some ibuprofen on my heel before this water comes in much further to give it a chance to kick in. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm watching these rods. We've got black lug and squid. Swap my rods around because I went over the other one. So see you in a bit. Do this. Too cold today, is it? Really?
No, it's clouding over a bit though. It's quite deep where he's going though, isn't it?
He knows where he's going though, doesn't he?
Maybe not as deep as what you're thinking.
Nah, it ain't done. That's why I wanted to get a cast out, but I didn't realise that you can sit like reel. We've got time to let that soak in. bet he ain't got long to get that going though, has he?
No.
They're pulling it up. I thought they would have rid it on, but
Got to wrench the wrench.
right, we've got another 2 meters and we're going to have to move back.
Yeah.
So I might have to start pulling this one in.
You can hear him bloody winding it.
I might reel this into the car and then stop.
Okay.
Because they're still biting into the sand. It's now brook 3. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So I might leave it. There ain't much tidal pull and it'll just settle down. But it feels heavy. Zoomed in on that camera for the boat. Yeah, I might leave it just to there. It's still tight. That'll bed back down, you know.
Health and safety at its best, look.
What, tractor's the biggest killer on farms, aren't it?
Especially if you ride on the back just holding on.
Well, we used to do it on the fork truck. Give us a lift to the canteen, Billy. Enough you jump on the truck. So yeah, so he's got his boat in, look. It's all done. Yeah, reeling that in's done all right because it's still gripping because the rod tip is still bent over. So it's still into the... I don't know if anyone's interested there with the tractor, but I've got a tractor with a boat. He's been out fishing today. I've got the wife with me, and over there got 3 GGs with a little kid on it, about 5, is she? She can't be much more than 8, can she? She might be 8. And that's it, look. Misty blue. Let's hope I catch as much as what they might have done. Anyhow, she'll bring you back. We're zoomed in on me now. You got the big face of character. Well, tide's coming in now. You can see this gully here. It's going to be deep here, but I'm possibly going to end up casting over where them sand patches are, or definitely where this tractor is. Hopefully the tractor's done now, but I can soon move out of the way for him. Yeah, tide's coming in. Small tides. Just been speaking to a local. You know you are the man with no name. Absolute top geezer. Give me some crab, thank you very much. Knows me. Wouldn't tell me his name. And he was only talking to me because he knew the camera was off. He said, I ain't going on that camera. But yeah, it was great to meet you. Thanks for the advice. And hopefully meet up with you again one day. Hopefully later this year. Be good. Lovely chap. Bringing these back. It's going to start coming down in a minute. Like I say, the small tides need big tides really because they are flat beaches. But you know, you can't get everything right in life, can you? The main thing is I didn't want 25 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour winds and big huge seas, because I'd have blanked then. I'd rather have an enjoyable day like I'm having and some fishing, and if we catch, we catch. got a good chance. I'm gonna fish where this sand is on the thing. If I don't catch there, I'm moving over to that patch of sand over there. The gully is quite deep over there, and that's where I'm going to aim fishing for. That's why my laddo down there is fishing down there, because he's a local and knows what he's doing. You can see him down there. That's what I'm doing. And what I can do is I can chuck one in short down here where this water comes, because this is quite large. There is worm casts on the beach all down here, so you never know, some worm might stick its arse up in the air and fish might come along and catch them, mightn't they? So yeah, what I'm going to do is take this camera down there, then I'm going to bring my rods down. I'm going to probably bring the rods down there, walk over, I think. So yeah, we're walking back. I'm going to go over there and fish over there, right there. And then, like I say, if I don't catch that, I'm going 20 yards to the left. And just like that, we're up on these bloody old crappy cobbles. But I've got some sand up there. For me to cast. Not as virile as it used to be, as the wife could probably say. Certainly not as young and strong as it was. My arm is now pumped lifting that. I'm not as young as I was, am I, pet? No. Now that's it, you fall down the beach and I'll turn it round while you're there with you up in the air on your ass.
I was falling, I was gliding.
Gliding, she was gliding. There you go. Bit of a hop, skip and jump there, but I was happy with that. Didn't go out as far either. But what I did do, I felt as though I hit it, punched it to the sky a bit more. Time will tell when I watch it back. But if I'm thinking about it, it'll happen. Now, I don't want to go on about my casting too much, but it's important to me. And if I weren't so interested in casting, would I still be fishing as much? Probably would. Probably would. But would I be losing interest? A little. Possibly would. We don't know, do we? But what's keeping my interest at the minute is my casting. And that went dead straight. Didn't go as far. But I felt as though I was doing that. Saw everything, saw the weight disappear, saw it go. So at least I was looking up. Because if I didn't see that, I wouldn't have been looking up, would I? Anyhow, that's enough on my face. Bloody hell. As if you want to be watching that. Matey boy's still down there fishing. He's up on the shingle the same as me. He's got a huge, great big sandbank in front of him. So where I could see why he was fishing there, into that gully that's probably about 70 yards out, I think I'm better here. Because look, as you can see, I'll give you a quick show. If you look that way, I know you're at an angle, but you can see the sandbank. In front of that sandbank's a gully, quite deep. But then what I've got in front of me now is deep as well. So I might not move 20 yards down the beach. I can't see the point. If I want to go 20 yards down the beach, I'll cast 20 yards out to sea down the beach. Another sandbank down there. Chap walking his 2 Alsatians. And we're fishing here. Yes, it's overcast a little bit. There's a bit of blue in the sky. The water is clear as a bell. I can't help thinking that it'd be better to fish here at night time. On these smaller tides, you'll probably be more prolific. Now, matey boy, who I've just been talking to, because that's all I know him by, said a couple of weeks ago these beaches all the way along here were catching at any state of the tide. You was pulling out fish. Yeah, I might be a few weeks too late for that, but certainly come to the right end of the country and the right coastline to fish, because I don't relish fishing in the rain. I don't relish great big seas. I'm not into catching bass. If I catch a bass, okay, brilliant, but I ain't bothered what I catch. I'll quite out with a flounder, quite out with a dab, quite out with a ray, anything. I ain't bothered. You know me. We aren't on no species hunt, because every fish you catch, you know, is a species. That's right. So whatever you catch, you're always on a bloody species hunt, ain't you? So I'm just so chuffed. Look how clear this water is. I'll just show you. If it was as clear as this in August, there'd be quite a few mackerel about, I think. Look at that. And where it goes brown, that's just where the sand is. So it's absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. My Achilles is killing me. I'm struggling with my Achilles, but I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something for note. And that is, since I come home from Wales, well, when I went down to Wales, the last painkillers I took for my hip were on the Saturday and Sunday. Never had any trouble with my hip Saturday and Sunday. So literally, as soon as I hit God's land, my hip stopped hurting. And touch wood, my hip hasn't hurt. It's given away a couple of times, but the excruciating pain that I've constantly got 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, painkillers make it bearable, has gone. So the knackered hip that I've got has just miraculously, or even got better. It's just disappeared. Yes, it's not right, I still walk with a bit of a limp, but we're now going back into the realms of last summer when I started putting Voltarol on and all the pain disappeared. Now, I haven't put any Voltarol on my hip since last Sunday. I took some painkillers today as a sort of like take them to as preventative maintenance, preventative medicine. But what I am struggling with is my right foot, my Achilles tendon. I'm having to put ibuprofen on it all the time because it is throbbing. I've had them bad since the kids were little. But there, that's the way it is. I'm not knocking it. I'm looking at it as in, my hip is bloody alright at the minute. And if I get another week, and then I get another year of crap, at least I've had 2 weeks of goodness. So that gives me a bit of hope that I ain't got to have a hip hop and I can just soldier on. Anyhow, that's enough of my hip. I was going to have a huge, great big rant also about motorway drivers, about the idiots that you get just sitting in the middle lane, and those that zoom from the left-hand slow lane through to the right-hand lane and then back to the left-hand lane in about 200 yards, cutting everyone up to go up the slip road. And you think, why did you go over in the fast lane in the first place, you idiot? So now, I was going to do all that, but here we are again. Just chill out zone, isn't it? And it's chilled me out. Now, if I'd gone fishing yesterday from the motorway, I'd have been ranting, raging and everything. I know there's a lot of viewers out there that likes the rants, probably get a lot of subscribers and stuff because of ranting and stuff, and they find it funny. It's just the way I deal with things, and I'm afraid to say, as I'm talking here now, it ain't a rant, is it? Because you don't have a rant while you're just talking like I am now. You get a bit heated up, your voice gets louder, you start pointing. A lot of my rants get to the point of where I'm about to point and start shouting and I have to pull it in a bit. But if you ain't got a rant, you can't have a rant, can you? And I'm afraid to say, this moment in time on this beach, meeting the people that I've met and chatting with them, wife with me, chatting with her, you know, chills you out, doesn't it? And that's what fishing's about. If anybody out there wants to go fishing, it's just about going out, wetting a line, clearing your head, being in beautiful surroundings like what I am, and coming off the beach a changed person. It's all about, I'm not going to say it, but mental health, and everyone bangs on about, yeah, I understand all that, totally, but coming fishing gets rid of those heated up moments. And when I'm ranting and raging in the van because of this idiot, and I'm talking about all genders and all bloody whatever, you know, I ain't saying particulars or anything because they're all bloody idiots, including myself driving. You know, we all do things different, but I'm a driver that just likes to get there. So like to get there, I don't speed, I like to get to the speed limit. That's what one of my infuriating things is, when people are trotting along at 40 and a 60 and you think to yourself, Jesus wept. But yeah, no rants today. I ain't in the feeling mood for a rant, put it that way. We're getting to the point now where the environment around me, that allure is just washing away a little bit, and we're now getting to the point I need a fish. I think I might bait up some more rigs with small hooks on. Keep chucking the big one out. Keep chucking the big one out, and we'll see what happens. That's enough on me. Look at this there. I never realised there was so many windmills out there. So what do you think to this then, Gordon, eh? Look at that for an absolute picturesque beach. There's one chap down there fishing. I'm here and in the distance is two people, two dogs, and the owner's up on the cliff. This beach is rammed. Gordon, how many beaches do you get down your way as empty as this? As idyllic, and picturesque. I don't think you get that many. They've got their own allure, I'm sure, but they got too many people on, I reckon. Right, I'm gonna bring you back when I reel these in. I'm gonna get another rig sorted and get a weight on it, get that baited up, and I'll see you in a bit. Bait's not even touched. No. See that? It was long, wasn't it? It was like my willy, wasn't it?
I didn't go that far then.
But it didn't go as far as normal. I can feel myself burning, Pet. Yeah, being fair skinned. Well, that went all right. Dead straight. When I look back at the video, I'll know whether I'm hitting it high, but it feels better, and I'm certainly remembering to hit it high, which is a start. Normally get too excited, but yeah, bait untouched really. So I'll cut that off, make another one up. We're on squid and prawn now, and get that ready to chuck out. I'm not going to show you how to do it. Yeah, I'm not. Says it's sunburnt. I love it when a plan comes together.
When a plan comes together, you plan for that.
I put the small rig hooks on, didn't I? One small dab, we're going to get her in the bucket and unhook it. We did fly. Yeah. Well, it's a little bit bigger. Hey. What do you reckon to that then, Pet?
Amazing.
I'm a real man now, isn't I? I'm a real fisherman. What? We didn't blank. Don't get too excited. Oh, just gonna get my arm cut off now. Just done a cheeky chuck. I'm in trouble. Right, I'm going to get this dab unhooked and then I shall bring you back and show you the excitement of the fish. Fish catcher Vern. There you go then. One little dab, speckly thing, swallowed the hook out. Old fish ooze unhooking method. Been using it for many years now, but yeah. Lively little bugger as well, so we'll get it returned. End of the day, it's a dab, so it's not a blank. I actually put the small hooks on to fish for these to make sure I didn't get a blank, so let's put it back. There she goes. Right way up now. This is why I normally chuck it out further, because they get washed about in the water. I think it's gone past that where the wave kicks over now, and I think it's gone. The before I get a boot full. I should keep my eye on that, but that's gone. He went belly side up twice. I don't know why, because he's going round the bucket like a bloody nutter. But yeah, that's why I always give him a chuck to get him over that wave. And that's what I'm going to do next time. No more bloody softly putting it in. Give it a chuck out. You ain't got to helicopter it, you, and throw it out 200 yards and do a Bob Willis cricket cast, cricket bowling. If for those that remember Bob Willis. Yeah, that's gone. I've got to check because there's a seagull down there that keeps eating all my bait that comes washing in that I've chucked in the water. So yeah, blank done. Oh, I'm just overly excited, aren't I? Matey boy down there I don't think's caught, but hopefully he will. But hopefully they'll come to my rod first. But yeah, we'll keep fishing for them. I've chucked that one out to the right now, hopefully into that gully out there. I've got squid and prawn on the big rod. Should be reeling that in shortly. Putting another squid and prawn on. You never know, we might get a ray, mightn't we? See you in a bit. What do you think to it so far, Pet?
Amazing.
Amazing?
Yeah.
My top fisherman?
Oh yeah, I'm so impressed.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a night for me tonight then. She's that impressed. Bait's gone. You know what I just saw? I ain't lost any bait until right now. What? Well, we haven't had any yet now. Put that in to do a gentle lob out and then I heaved it. Whatever went wrong there was my caveman strength. Ridiculous, really. See you in a bit. Yeah, well, we'll get the water kitchen rolling. something to eat, wouldn't we? And then we're alright for the night. Are we off to the pub as well? Shall we see what we feel like when we get there? Eh? It'd be nice to sit in the square tonight, wouldn't we? Go get a shandy and that. And I think when I get my eyes tested, I need, you know, when I get my eyes tested. Nah. No. I didn't know whether they did. You could get a set of sunglasses as well, so you can see out of them. Don't need them for short read, you know. I just need them for looking out there, don't I? Well, it's only like 1 point. Can't you buy reading glasses that are sunglasses? Yeah. It's all I need, isn't it?
That's why they have these things called opticians.
Well, when I go get my eyes tested, they're going to just say to me, you need bifocals.
Yeah, they're going to say you're blind.
I'm not blind. I can see perfect out there.
With a magnifying glass. Anything up close, you've got your
With
glasses and magnifying glass.
Yeah. I can see my fingers.
Well, I would hope so.
I've got these glasses on, haven't I? There's no need.
I can see my fingers.
Look, if I go to the opticians and I get some bifocals... What?
I can see my fingers.
I can see my fingers.
Yeah.
If I go to the opticians and I know they're going to say but you need bifocals. Well, I'll get them. Oh, what's that?
Who have you been ringing?
No. I'll get bifocals because I reckon that's what they'll say, and I'll be able to wear them. But then when I'm fishing, if I just was to get these 1.25% increase or whatever, that would do as a set of sunglasses. I don't need them in a bifocal because I can see up close and I can see out there. I can see out there now. What's that car doing out there? No, do you know what I mean? I don't need to be ripped off. Why can't they just get these cheapo specs from Poundland, but in sunglasses? Or I'll get the clip-on ones that clip over the top. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. So you're going to have a bit of string and a clip-on.
What's the matter with the string?
And the clip-on. And the clip-on. Bloody sunglasses.
It's about having the tools for the job done. It's about having the tools for the job. It's not about what you look like. What's the matter with the string on my glasses? I'm setting a new trend. See now. You got some grey hair there, don't come on.
Well, that's because I've missed 2 hair appointments.
Weren't you supposed to go last week?
Yes.
Why didn't you?
Because Tanisha needed to cancel
Oh,
me
right.
because she had someone in for a wedding.
Oh well. Sit down there.
Are you just trying to prove now that you can actually see? Looks like some rubbish. What was it?
Bit of plastic. I'll get it on the way up. Plastic bag.
I've already picked up someone's sweet wrappers that they've just tossed out of the car up there.
Here. Yeah, I think the seal's gone and the fish are gone. So it was really glorious sunshine in Wales and I didn't squint hardly at all. But here, for some reason here today, I'm like that, you know what I mean?
That's right in front
Yeah, but it was in Wales, darling. The sun don't go anywhere different. It's always up top, innit?
I know that.
Right.
Why don't you go back to Wales? and then see if it's any different again.
Oh, my glass is bent.
Because your head's a funny shape.
I'll bend this now and it'll snap and I'll be buggered. I've got a squint one. If I had my hat on. See, I'm not squinting now because that's blocking the sunshine out.
See that land in there?
Yes, Isle of Man. TT's on there now. No. I'll tell you what, it'd be a good sunset, wouldn't it? Be a good sunset, man.
Well, the sky was red last night, and then we had bloody rain first thing in the morning.
Yeah, but the sunset's over there. I thought I'd be here till half 9.
Yeah, not right.
No, because you want to be going to bed by 8.
It's not my fault that I fall asleep quicker than you.
I caught a seagull at the nap in Wales.
I know you told me
Did I tell you?
several times.
I freed it. Forgot to film it though. I went full in SAS mode, pet, and went zooming down with Tom. Tom was grabbing this, that and the other with all the directions I was shouting, and got the seagull in and got it undone. And then I said to Tom, didn't film that. Film me falling over there. I was just thinking, what about if I ran up to you now and jumped on you and you went flying back? Yeah. See, now if I was 15 years younger, I'd do that. But it just hurt too much, wouldn't it?
15 years younger.
Well, yeah, I didn't have any aches and pains 15 years ago.
Well, I'm sure you found something to moan about.
Oh, yeah, I would have done. Well, Chelsea, Tanisha, I'm your dad, and there's your mum. There's your mum. Now, when you watch this back, girls, we'll probably be in a coffin each. I'm not sharing with her, I'll tell you that for nothing, because she'll be a bit stinky because she's going first. And but yeah, this is what your mum and dad looked at 54 and 24. It's that hard life, ain't you, Dom?
For you, absolutely.
So, all right, girls. If you're watching this in 20 years, no, 20, what make me? I'll only be 74.
Yeah, you'll be dead by then.
No, shut up. What a nasty thing to say.
Girls and I were ready for our holiday by then.
Nah. Now, girls, if you're watching this back, it's been a pleasure. Been an absolute pleasure. Ain't it, darling, having two girls like that? Ain't it? You clear all your rubbish away, you keep your rooms clean, you never left a towel on the floor wet, never left razors all on the bottom of the shower tray for me to stand in, or your mum, did they?
No.
Yeah, for us to stand on and then swear and hobble about. Never left a plug on the floor with the prongs pointing up for your dad to stand on and bend them. That's how much pressure went on that. What you laughing at? You know, you never ever did anything like that. Tried to move a chest freezer after I'd fitted the vinyl all the way through 3 rooms with new joins. That was a stressful time. And you moved the freezer and you didn't put a single mark in the floor, did you? Now, it's been an absolute pleasure, girls, the pair of you.
Can I just say that most of
Oh,
what
it's
you've
made
just
me
said
grey
there,
though, ain't what?
Most of what you've said there
Yeah.
was one in particular.
Was it? Well, the other one was just scruffy and untidy.
Although, yeah, they both left towels on the floor.
Yeah, of course they did. And razors.
And razors.
And shampoo bottles.
And don't
No,
they?
they never did any of that. They always tied them way down. So thank you, girls. Just one to go now, Dom.
Yeah. And then she's all Tom.
Then we could be 18 again, can't we?
See? Just a thought, but it's enough.
The Isle of... Oh no, it's still there. Oh, just
Wonder what
catching up.
like when there's just me and you in the house.
Don't know. It'll take you a week to get used to it, won't it? Like the last week. I worked all last week, and I come home on the Friday, and there was a distinct problem in the house because someone wasn't really saying a lot because I think I was in the way. But 2 days later, driving there, she never shut up, did you? Well, you didn't, did you? You're yippy-yappy. Well, more yippy-yappy than what you normally are. So, 2 days, you're used to me. So,
That's in 2 days.
you're in that chilled-out zone now, aren't you? And then we're back to work, and then it all starts again. I'm like a new person in the house all the time, like a stranger, you know.
I put you to bloody work if you were a stranger. You might actually get some of the jobs done. Talking about jobs, when are we doing the bathroom?
Don't know. Probably when we go back.
Is this like you were
Got to do the
gonna
bedroom. Got to do
You
the
were going to
bedroom.
start it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
No.
it's been 8 years. 8 years.
Where's 8 years come from?
The bathroom.
What's it in? How can it jump from 7 to 8?
Chelsea had just started uni.
Well, when did she go to uni?
18.
No, she didn't. She was at college.
Yeah, she left college when she was 18 and went to uni.
Well, how old is she now?
25.
Well, that ain't 8 years then, is it? A 7, you numpty.
You took it out before she went.
Yeah, we're on the Easter.
Yeah.
So it's 7 years. It's 8 next. Well, you do, don't you? Always make it out worse than it is. I'm doing the shower when we go back,
Oh yeah.
along with the bedroom.
2 rooms in one.
We're just going to do a bit each time. Soon be done. All be done then. Then we can do the bathroom downstairs, shower. Utility room. Straight into the kitchen, decorate that. Paint all the skirtings and architraves white.
You could have it done in a week.
Then we've got to look at carpeting.
You could have it all done in a week.
Them days are gone down. I'm too old now.
Yeah, now it takes you several years.
Well, there's not a lot happening on these rods. We're going to keep at it. I would like to catch another fish, at least another dab if I can. I've got a 3-hook flapper baited up, ready. No, I've got the 3-hook flapper out. I've got the 2-hook flapper baited up. Got squid and prawn out. I've got another squid and prawn ready to go out. But what a cracking day. What an absolute cracking day. The sun is out now. There's people swimming down there. As you can see, the sun's out. I've had to put me windy hat on. What? Might be from that campsite. But yeah, the rods aren't really doing a lot, but it'll get there. If you got this far, thank you very much. It's all a bit of fun into me fishing. Helps for those that are stuck in the house and can't get out. They can watch a bit of this, that and the other, can't they? Bit of fishing, beautiful clear water. It's absolutely cracking. It's been a nice day. We've got nothing to do. We've got no house. We're living in the van next couple of days, so we'll go into Barrow and Furness, fill up with diesel, get some food, get some kitchen roll and stuff. Might go have a shandy as well. But in the interim period, I'm just going to enjoy it here. Keep fishing. Hopefully I'll show you another fish. See you in a bit. Right, that was still fishing. That was still fishing, that's the main thing. Right, Alan, this is going out short, too short. That's even shorter than I wanted to chuck it. Right, that's there for the dabs. It's right in that gully there, that right where it comes in. So yeah, next rod to bring in is this big one. It's only been out 5-10 minutes. I don't know that there's going to be a lot out there really, to be honest. Very small tides. I'm so chuffed I've caught the dab. So chuffed with that. I put the small hooks on, flapper rigs on to target that, to try and save it, and it saved it. So it's not been a lot else out. Matey boy next to me, I haven't seen him catch anything. Don't mean he hasn't, I just haven't seen. Rig that I just brought in had bait still on, so at least it was still fishing. So I'll see you in a bit. bait's gone, look, nearly. Still on there, but it's nearly gone. So you saw that rod move? Crabs in it.
Yeah.
Well, I pulled that in. There's a inch bit of bait left on it. So it's a crab attack in it. Wife saw it going up and down. So they're plucking it off. I've got one bait left out on one rod. I shall reel that in 10-15 minutes, but in intermediate time I'm going to do a bit of casting now, but I'm not filming it. So I'll see you in a bit when I reel the last rod in. And let's hope we got a fish on that. Could be last fish on the last cast yet again, couldn't it? Fingers crossed. It's alright. Cough. Right, I've still got bait on. I was still fishing, nothing out there. I spoke to the chap who was fishing down there, who's a very nice chap. He come back and had a chat with us, and he hadn't caught anything. So one dab on this beach, and that's the winner. So competition, Verns won, hasn't he? So that's the way it goes sometimes. So this is the end of Silecroft. That's why I got that wrong, because I was saying Sil and not Sile. So that's it at Silecroft in Cumbria. It's a great beach. It is a small tide today. It would fish better if it was over 7.5 meters upwards, or 7 meters, I don't know. It would just fish better if it was a bigger tide, but you can't pick the tides. I picked the weather, came to the right coast, and that's the main thing. So this is Silecroft done. I shall probably come back here in August if they're big tides. Now I know. If not, I might fish Bootle later in the year at low water. Try a low water mark. So, but yeah, at least we've caught a dab. It's not been a blank. That's the main thing, really. So all well and good. So the next time you see me, will it be on a beach or will it be somewhere else? I don't know, but the next time you see me I will be fishing, and yeah, see you and on. Right, I'm filming that again because the whole time I was filming that, it was doing my flipping head in, holding the flipping rod. So I'm filming it again, and I'm going to feel more at ease this time rather than holding the bloody rod as I'm holding a flipping carrot. So anyhow, this has been Silecroft. I'm going to calm down now. Got that wound me up so much holding that flipping rod. So this has been God almighty, Silecroft. So chill. So this has been Silecroft, and like I said, it's been fantastic. It's been a fantastic day. Spent it with the wife, and it's been good weather, so there's nothing what's not to like. So yeah, we've like I said, we've come to this coast for reasons that it's absolutely chucking it down in Norfolk, but I will come to Norfolk shortly. So yeah, this has been Silecroft. It's been absolutely fantastic, and will you see me on the beach next time? Will you not? You'll have to wait and see. That'll be tomorrow. You'll have to wait and see for next week. Thank you very much. I'm not saying thank you very much. What's going on? I'm still wound up holding the bloody rod. Anyhow, next time you see me, I will be fishing. And see you anon. Bass.